Hello, my beautiful followers. How is everyone doing? I am out walking. I'm out walking before I head home. I just finished a photo shoot. I'm a little runny from I did a beautiful photo shoot with Alexandro underneath this video, and then his makeup artist and hairstylist, Fifi, who I will also put her amazing talents below. But I did this beautiful, really fun photo shoot. I got to really listen and just like chit chat and I love hearing people's stories. I love hearing people's stories. And I've totally ruined the hair and the makeup in the last few hours, but that's okay. That's okay. It was fun while it lasted. And then I went out and got some beautiful food and conversation and a quick moment with my man for the evening. And then now I am home and just taking a quick walk as the sun goes down. I look kind of interesting because I've got like all this hair and makeup, and I've got like this cool little pantsuit on, but then I have my jandals on. I have my jandals on, which is what I usually wear. That is so me. It's so me. Just like super kick back and chill. So I am just walking around my neighborhood, so I'm sure my neighbors are like, that's an interesting ensemble. It's an interesting ensemble. And I'm sitting eating a burger, and I'm like dressed to the nines with like these heels on and all that. But anyway, none of that is this live stream. But so I've really actually been thinking a lot, and I've been talking a lot with my clients and my lovers and myself and my friends, and especially my clients, especially you guys, a bunch of consults I've been talking with about sex, and sex being a mind game, because it really is. Our sex is a mind game. It's actually more about getting out of our minds. It's about getting out of our minds and into our bodies in truth. But if we have stuff going on in our minds, even the unconscious stuff, the insecurities, the self-doubt, the body image issues, if we have old programming around our sex, then guess what? It shows up in our bedroom. It shows up in our bedroom over and over and over again. So I hear people, and they'll come to my workshops, and they think they're going to get all these tips, tricks, and techniques only. And yes, you can get some fun techniques, some things to sizzle, help your bedroom sizzle. Like we do that, especially female orgasm camp that's coming up. We will help you make your bedroom sizzle. However, none of it will work. None of it will work unless you do your inner work, unless you do your mind work. People all the time will be like, well, you just talk about sex and relationships, so apparently like that's all you talk about. And I'm like, no. When we talk about sex and relationships, we're talking about our whole selves. We're talking about our insecurities, our mind, our emotions, our bodies. You have to get embodied. You have to get out of your ego. You have to step out of that ego part of self to really have this good, deep, passionate, connective, spiritually connected kind of sexing. It is not possible to stay in your mind and be fully in your body at the same time. You cannot have all these negative thoughts, beliefs about sex, shame, trauma, all of this stuff coming up, and be having deep, passionate sex. And I get so many women and men that come to me and they're like, Addison, I don't enjoy sex. I don't enjoy sex. And when it comes down to it, oftentimes it is their mind that is getting in the way. It is their mind that's getting in the way of their body, or they have not done the energetic work at times. But oftentimes it is the mind that is getting in the way. Some of that mind is trauma. Some of that mind is massive holdbacks from when they were kids. So I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm not making light out of any of that stuff. But it is imperative that we work through it. It is imperative that we work through it. I was talking to a beautiful gentleman the other day, having just a really deep and passionate conversation about past lovers that he had, and how he had never been able, they never were able to move past their trauma. They never wanted to look at it. And I can tell you from somebody who has had her fair share of trauma, fair share of abuse and rape and all that icky stuff that we're actually unfortunately seeing a lot in the media right now. If you're watching the news right now, you're seeing a lot of child abuse and all that. But as an adult, if you don't choose to work through it, if you don't choose to look through your belief systems, if you don't really make it a stand, that what ends up happening is it will stop your pleasure. It will stop your desire. It will take away something that is so incredibly beautiful, so incredibly connective, such an opportunity for growth away from us. We'll take that opportunity away from us because we will not be able to truly connect with our bodies, our minds, our spirits, because we will have all this negative stuff. And I can tell you that even if we're not dealing with massive trauma or massive belief systems, even those little belief systems, even those little insecurities, will get in our way in the bedroom. It will stop us from connecting with our partner. You know, those little niggling thoughts that you have when you're with your partner and maybe they're going down on you. Maybe you're having sex and you're like, am I good enough? Are they liking it? Do they think my butt's jiggling? All that stuff. Or even just the daily thoughts of like, is the dishwasher done? Did I just hear a child? All of that mind stuff, the mind chatter, disconnects us from what we're feeling and what we're experiencing in the moment in our sexing. And so it is a mind game to find that deep connective sexing, to find that beautiful connection with our partner. When I say it's a mind game, it's letting that go. Guess what? You're not going to get rid of your mind. It's not a thing. Like, we are human, and our minds are there for a reason. But we can get into a meditative state where we're like, I see it, and we keep letting it go. Okay? And that is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the mind game and letting it go. It's not that you don't have any thoughts, because that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I hate when people it kind of drives me crazy. People are like, well, completely let go of all thoughts. I'm like, that's not realistic. That's not realistic all the time. Yes, you can have these beautiful moments in our world if you're meditating where you can get into like a blank space for a moment or two. You can really have these really peaceful Zen states. But at the end of the day, we're going to have thoughts. We're especially going to have thoughts in the bedroom. We're going to be like, oh, she looks hot. He looks, he's doing that right, just right. We're going to have the thoughts. So it's not about getting away from the thoughts completely. It's allowing them to pass through. And then it's recognizing those thoughts that you're getting freaking stuck on. So it's recognizing where your jealousy is coming up. It's recognizing where your insecurity. Because guess what? That is one of the death makers in our sex, is our insecurities. When we allow that ego to be like, to get into worthiness or lack in our head, then that's what we get in our bedroom. We get lack. But it's seeing those things that consistently come up in our sex and working through them. It's being courageous and fucking brave enough to work through it. Because yes, it takes courage to look yourself in the face and deal with your shit. But it is required if you want this deeper passion. I hear people message me all the time and they're like, I want multi-orgasmic sex. I want deeply passionate, connective. I want the sex you talk about, Addison. And I'm like, you can have it. You so can have it. It's there for you, for the taking. But you have to do the work. You have to realize that you're going to have to let go of those negative belief systems. It's you realizing that you're going to have to connect with your body. You're going to have to connect with your body. And guess what? Sometimes connecting with our body doesn't always feel great. There is a spot in my own sexing that, like, when it gets hit lately, I'm working on it. I go, like, whew, I'm going to have to lean into that spot. that spot brings up emotion, that spot brings up this and that, and all my shit, because I have shit too. I know, I'm a sex coach and I still have my own shit, and you're gonna have your own shit too. But it's moving through it. It's getting to a place where we see it, we recognize it, we can move through it, and we can move through it in not a, but in a joyful way of like, yeah, like that's my next growing point. That's where I'm moving, and look at all the energy I'm moving through, and look at all the positive that's gonna come out once I move through that piece. And it's, look at how fucking brave I am that I'm willing to look at this. Because there's nothing more brave than being willing to look at your shit, your belief systems, and make changes, make honest, conscious changes in your world. Like, that's badass. It is. It's badass. To be willing to look at yourself and make those changes, and make them in a positive vibe, and not like, oh, I'm always having to do my work. I hear that so much, and I'm like, you get to do your work. And how exciting is that you get to do your work? You get to live, and you get to grow, and you get to expand. Not everybody gets that opportunity, and so freaking enjoy it. But we have to let go of our minds in the bedrooms. We have to let go of all that pent up stuff. If you want what you're saying you want in the bedroom, if you want this orgasmic sex, which it's possible, it is possible, but you're gonna have to be willing to do that work. And when I say work, I mean like the inner work. It all comes down to the inner work and alignment. So letting all of that go, and then you can have the juicy orgasmic sex. Then you can have the passion. Then you can have that connection. Then you can feel your body. You can really feel your body. Because somebody who is connected to their body, somebody who is connected to their spirit, somebody who is not letting their minds hold them back consistently, that person can't not be orgasmic. Because they're going to be high vibe, they're going to be connected, they're going to be feeling their partner, they're going to be present. They're going to be incredibly present. So, it's a mind game. So, work on letting your mind go, letting the insecurities go, letting all that shit go in the bedroom. If you truly want what you're claiming to want for your world, for your sex. Because when we expand our sex, we really do expand our life. It's not just about the bedroom, guys. It is about expanding your orgasm of life and truly living it. Truly, truly living it. So that is my message today. On a side note, if you are in the DFW area and you want to experience more orgasm, experience more bliss, really connect with your partner, or get a partner that you really connect with. If you're wanting to up your man game, if you're wanting to up your orgasmic potential, if you're wanting to learn how to do energetic orgasms, we have all of it. We have all of it this coming August. Actually, it starts next weekend. We have a workshop pretty much every single weekend. And because of COVID, we're keeping these workshops incredibly small right now. But we have online options as well, and we do still have a few seats for some of the in-person workshops. So head over to addisonbell.net and click on the events tab, and you can find all of those beautiful, amazing workshops by myself, Kendall Williams, collaborations, separate. So go online and get your butt in the door. Do not wait. Make this summer sexy. Make this summer orgasmic, and orgasmic in more ways than just a climax. Make it truly orgasmic. Use this time to really expand and grow within yourself, and then also within your relationship. So again, you can find all those amazing events at addisonbell.net under the events tab. Other than that, I think I have like a week and a half left of my consult special. So if you are wanting to work with me one-on-one, whether that is in person or online, then please reach out to me under the consultation special. And yeah, go have an amazing fucking evening, guys, and go recover your life, because this is about recovering your life and recovering who you are and you are meant to be. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. Bye, guys.